You ever see a frustrated little old lady? Well, here's one. I've just been given a piece of candy by Mr. Lawrence Welk, and I don't know whether to eat it or take it home and put it in the scrapbook. What do you suggest, Mr. Welk?
I believe, Betty, that you can afford to eat it.
Now I know why your charm and appeal has gone on for these years, because you know just the right thing to do and say. How nice to have had you in Tulsa for concert.
Well, thank you very, very much. And one of the nice things here is to be able to visit with you. And you're so very nice.
Well, thank you. Tell me a little bit about the Lawrence Welk organization. You've been going for how many years?
I'd rather talk about you.
Oh. But they wouldn't rather hear about me.
Well, anyway, you're very nice. You have to come out to California sometime and let me dance on the show with you.
Is that a promise?
That's a promise.
Oh, oh! How soon can I leave? Hello, airlines. How soon can I leave?
How did you enjoy the show?
Oh, wonderful! Would you share with everybody how this dance business that Sissy and Bobby did that tells the sort of the story of you and your life? How did that come about?
Oh, I'll tell you how that came about. When on my birthday, my 65th birthday was March the 11th. And Sissy and Bobby came to me and said, Mr. Welk, when we go out on tour, on shows, we would like to do a history, a dance history of your life, which meant that they want to show the folks how the folks danced when I first started to play, when I had a very small band, just a one-piece band myself. And then we had the Hotsy Totsy Boys, and they showed how they danced in those years. And then we started dancing the polka, you know, and up to the present day. And didn't they do a wonderful job?
Oh, just perfect. But everyone with your organization does a marvelous job. You must be a great family.
Well, we have a wonderful family. Of course, I have a very wonderful family because my son, Larry, who is 28 years of age, I was 28 when I got married too. He just got married last Sunday. And we had a wonderful wedding. He married this little Tanya Fallon, and she sings on our show. And I might tell you that for the past few years, every time I'd find a nice girl, I would come home and tell him about it, and he would say, Dad, I'd rather do it myself. And you know what? He did. And then he found himself a girl in my orchestra, and he found it all by himself. But she's very wonderful, Tanya Fallon, and it appears from what I could tell that they're going to have a very happy marriage.
Well, I'm sure they will, and if your organization is any indication of the happiness that surrounds you, it's bound to work out well.
You see, I'm German, and she's and this girl, she's a little Italian girl, which means it's going to be sauerkraut and lasagna.
Great combination. Speaking of sauerkraut and lasagna, this gives us a variety. You also have variety in the music that you play. This must be by design?
Well, it is, because we try to have something on the television show for all different types of people. Someone that likes the accordion might not like the violin, and vice versa. And someone that likes Joanne Castle might not like something else in the band, because it takes different types of people that like different types of music.
You do play a variety of
yes,
music.
we play all different types of music.
Just for everybody, then.
Right, We have our weekly meeting, and then we all get in there, and of course what we try to find out is what can we play in the show that will entertain the entire family.
What about the tours, Mr. Welk? These are kind of hard on you, aren't they? On everybody?
Not really. Not really. I think that in life, when you start something at an early age, it becomes a habit with you, and it's really not as hard. I know among the musicians, most of the musicians don't like to go out on the road. They think it's about the worst thing that can happen to them. But I enjoy it because you meet nice people constantly, you know, and it's fun to play to a live audience, and you see new territories and new sceneries, and I think it's very educational to go out on tour.
Do you find that people in different parts of the country have very similar tastes in what they like to hear you play?
Not altogether. I think there's a difference between playing down here for Europe type of people and playing in Detroit, we'll say, for instance, because at Hamtramck, which is a suburb of Detroit, up there a polka would go over much bigger because they have the Polish people there, and that's what they like. So you vary the music just a little bit from one place to the other.
But you make it great wherever you are, and I'm going to hold you to that dance now.
Now, don't you forget, and just be sure and get an okay from Bill.
Oh, well, he'll probably come along and cheer me on.
Okay, we'll let him dance with one of the other girls.
Now you've said something else. You you blew the whole bit right there, Mr. Welk. But thank you, and please come to Tulsa anytime you can.
Thank you. You've been very nice. Appreciate it.